So are you guys happy with sighting and levelling your caravan when you get onto a site?
General spirit level job.
Yeah. The main advice is to use some wood. If you've got to lean left to right, use some wood underneath the wheels to level it, rather than using the legs on the van. The legs on the caravan are designed to stabilise the caravan, not lift it up as such. So you use the wood. If you're only a little bit out, yeah, you can wind the legs up like a little bit more to raise it a touch. But the main emphasis of it is wood underneath either side of the wheels to level it off the left to right. And then obviously your front to backs all done off the jockey wheel on the front.
It is. But you've still got stabilisers on the front.
Yeah, you still got, and then you've got your 4 stabilisers. So the idea is to level it up as best as you can on the wood and the jockey wheel, and then wind your legs down just for the final stabilisation of it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Right, other than that, I'll run you through the whole handover today. I'll start on everything on the outside, work all the way around, then we'll go inside and I'll talk about everything inside as well.
Yeah.
If there is anything today that you talk about that you think, oh, what's he going on about, please feel free to stop me and ask questions. No such thing as a stupid question. And the main thing is I'm not going to make you an expert in caravanning today, but I want to give you enough basic knowledge so you can go out and enjoy yourselves in it.
That's right, get away.
Yeah, so you can get a start.
Okay.
So we'll make a start on the front end. So we've got your stabiliser hitch on the front, so it needs to be a grease-free, paint-free, clean tow ball. And what the stabiliser does, if you look when you close it down, it closes in. What that does, it's got pads in there that grip onto your tow ball. So as well as your main hitch underneath, you've got the stabiliser hitch which stabilises it when it's going down the road so it's not swinging and swaying around. Okay, so stabiliser hitch.
So you clock in, and then press down.
Yeah.
And use your jockey wheel to get it, lower it down.
Yeah.
Onto the ball.
Yeah, that's it, perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
So this then will free move on the towing hitch.
Yeah.
But then, if you go around the corner, this ball, which is already on, this cup, which is already on the ball, will move freely to go around the corner.
Yeah.
But if there was any need of it to stop the swaying, I mean, you're going around a corner with this down,
Yeah, that's locked on.
But it will still swivel.
Yeah.
The car will still swivel on that corner.
Yeah, it still makes it. All it does is, if you remember back in the day when you passed a caravan on the motorway or dual carriageway, the caravan's going like this, it stops that motion. So it's got extra stability in the front.
Once that's down?
Yeah, once that's down and that's pushed off. I'll show you, it'll make more sense this way when I hook it up onto the car afterwards. I'll talk about it now, but I'll show you the practical
that's fine.
when we hook you up afterwards. So, stabiliser, main hitch underneath, then we've got your breakaway cable, handbrake on this one.
Right, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
That's your main hitch, not this.
Yeah, no. This is just your stabiliser, and this is your main hitch underneath. So this is what actually clips it onto the ball. Yeah. This is what just grips onto the ball as such. Okay.
Yeah.
So handbrake on this is as easy as handbrake off, handbrake on. Simple as that. No buttons, no ratchet, no nothing. It will, if you're on a slight slope, it may pull itself on all the way back. Don't be alarmed by that, it's just the more pressure that the brake pads need to stop the wheels from turning. So nothing more than that. Yeah. So obviously your jockey wheel winds up and down, and then you can raise it up and down on the bar on the side.
You can this is for
on this one. Yeah. So you can undo that and actually raise the wheel up and down. But it'll make more sense when I hook it up onto the car.
So it's not like a brake on the jockey wheel?
No. That's just, all that is a clamp which is holding that jockey wheel in place.
Right.
But it'll make more sense when I hook it up to the car afterwards. It'll all come to light, put it that way. It'll come to light. Okay. And then we've got the good old 13 pin for your lights and your electrics. Is that what you got on the back of the car? Yes. 13 pin. Perfect.
Just had it fitted this way.
That's right, perfect. Even better. So, into the lovely gas cupboard. So, we've already talked about your gas bottle.
Yeah.
So for on and off on the bottle is just simply turn it on and off on the top. It has got, you can't quite see, but on the top there it has got an open closed. Right. So you know which way to turn it.
Just like the old barbecue.
Yeah, to open and close it. And then on the back here, this is your built-in regulator. Silver one on the back.
Oh right, I see.
Yeah. And then there is a little yellow tap here for the gas shut off. Yeah. But our main recommendation is just switch your gas off from the bottles itself.
Here?
Yeah, switch it off on the bottle. The actual turn on the top.
So it's just a valve, like a tap.
Yeah. Just turn it up and down. And then obviously in the front, we've got your waste pipes for your waste master. Got your electric cable.
Sorry, Owen, how long is that, mate?
25 metres.
Yeah, 25 metres.
Right.
And then we've got a leg winder, wheel brace, a jack, and then your toilet chemicals as well.
Spare wheels underneath?
Yeah, spare wheels underslung on the outside. Okay. And that's about as exciting as it gets on the front end. So we'll move our way around to the side. First thing is your water inlet. So through your water pipe, there's a little trigger on the bottom, just squeeze the trigger and then you can just pop it off. Simple as that. This is your water pipe.
Which you would fill up at the side?
Yeah, so you've got an acca roll there. This is mine just with display, but this is your pipe that comes with it. So all you do, filter on the end, you just drop it down into your barrel and then just simply clip it on. So it's as simple as that.
Right, and you've walked, now I'm going to give a hypothetical situation. We've got a barrel that's empty.
Yeah.
We go to the side tap, fill the barrel, bring it back and hook up there once we're static.
Yeah, once you're static in place. And then obviously all you need to do when you run out of water is then just pull it through the taps just to make sure that you've got all the air out of the system.
Are you alright with listening?
Yeah.
I'm asking these questions for both of us, alright?
So on the fronts, so you've got your legs on the fronts, on the side here. So there's one here and there's one duplicated on the opposite side as well. So they're your front legs. Next one down, this is the vent for your water boiler.
Right.
So your water boiler will run on gas, electric, or gas and electric at the same time. If you're running on either gas or gas and electric, you need to take this cover off. So this cover normally sits over the top of it.
Ventilation.
Only reason being, so when it's on the gas, it needs the extra breathing space. When it's on electric, it doesn't. It will run with that cover on. So if you're ever trying to light it on gas and you're getting the red light, which I'll show you inside, you know that it's either A, your gas bottle isn't switched on, or B, that your red light.
So your gas and the gas box are capable of doing cooking and your central heating.
It'll do your heating system, your hot water, your oven, also your fridge. It'll do all four at the same time, no problems whatsoever.
Is there an electrical immersion in there?
Yes.
Just like the old geysers?
Yeah, so the water boiler will run on gas, electrical, gas and electrical at the same time. I'll show you.
So why both?
Both, just for the extra power. So if you ever want to speed the process of heating the hot water up, so say you both had showers and you run out of water, you can turn it on both the electric and the gas, and all it does is speed up the process of it heating up that water, rather than just waiting for the electric to warm it up or just waiting for the gas to warm it up. You can pair the two together and it just speeds up the process.
And it would drain the water out of this?
Yeah, take the water out.
And how many, what is it, 7 litres per minute? Yeah, 7 litres per minute to shower?
I wouldn't have a clue on that. That's the first time I've ever been asked that one. So.
Never mind. I'll find out.
Right, so here we've got your
I'm
240.
not being cocky, honest. So I'm in the trade myself. Not the caravan, but that sort of stuff.
So we've got your mains hookup. So this is your 240 mains hookup.
Right.
So that's just as simple as pulls out and then just plugs in. Simple as that. Just below it here, we've got your isolator for your motor mover key.
Right. So I can't see that, mate.
Just in the back. You see it just at the back there? Little black thing. There's a little key inside. Right. But I'll show you more of this once we're finished inside. Right, okay. I'll come outside and I'll demonstrate the motor mover as well. So again, that's one of them things that'll make more sense. There's your battery. So this is your brand new 105 battery, all in, fitted, ready to go. How the caravan works is most of the systems are run off the 12 volt battery. So it's a 12 volt system inside. What the 240 is doing is recharging this battery as you're going along.
Oh, right.
So when your lights and things are on, it's drawing out the battery, but then your main power... Sorry about that, there's a compressor around the back, it drives me potty. So yeah, the leisure battery runs most of the things, the 240 recharges it back
so,
up.
Yeah. So you could go in a field with nothing and work off that.
Yeah, you can, but you just got to watch it because it will drain the battery.
How long?
Depending on what, it depends what you've got on. If you've got all the lights and everything on, probably half a day if you're lucky. But if you've only got the odd bits and bobs on, you'll get a few days away. Right. So it all
but you wouldn't get you get in the shower would obviously drain it a bit more.
Well, you can. The thing is to run it on gas. So have your heating on gas, have your hot water on gas, and then you can save your battery power then. But as soon as you can get to electric and plug in, it will recharge that battery back up.
That's static. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be driving with it, would you?
But it does. It will charge up off the car slightly when you're driving down.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So it will charge up as you go along. There is also some of the functions inside, like the hob, like the household sockets, or the 3-pin sockets. All of them run off the 240, so you need the mains electrics for them to operate. But I'll show you them when we're inside, so it makes more sense. So next one down, we've got your lovely fridge vents. Now I've got your fridge running on gas at the minute, so a lot of heat will come out of this side. So that's just the vent for the gas to come out. Other than that, even if you've got it on electric, it will pump out heat out of here. No different than your fridge at home, it's just we don't walk around the back of our fridges at home, so you don't notice how much heat they do actually chuck out. Okay. So underneath we've got your motor mover there, obviously duplicated both sides.
Is that manual? Is it?
Yeah, manual clock on.
So that's just to get the cogs into right.
Yeah, all that is literally that just pushes the cog tight up against the tyre then. Right. But I'll give you a demonstration on that once we're finished with
So there's still a zapper?
Yeah, still a remote control and everything. So, next one down, got your lovely waste outlet, where my bucket is. So that's where your 2 waste pipes go on, and then obviously the single pipe then goes into your waste master.
2 waste pipes go on?
Yeah, it makes a Y. One in each socket and one into the bucket.
Yeah, perfect. Ladies got it. So what you'll find with your waste master and your Aperol, the waste master's 40, the Aperol's 40, your waste master's about 50 litres. So what you'll find 9 out of 10 times, if you've run out of water, your waste barrel's full. Right. That makes any sense. So when you go into the tap,
that's
what you'll find,
tap, really,
tap, shower and the sinks. So what you'll find is you're filling up your Aperol and emptying your waste master at the same time. Okay. So, toilet. Have you ever used a chemical toilet before?
Oh, the old cassette types.
Yeah? Let me just grab a key for that. Hang on 2 seconds. So, all this is on the top, it's got its own flush tank. So rather than using your fresh water, you can put your own water in here so it will flush the toilet. I'll show you now, it'll make more sense. Excuse me, puts the right key in. So, inside here there's about a 4 or 5 litre tank. So what you do is the pink liquid, you know, I showed you in the front cupboard, so it's pink liquid and then diluted with some water in here. I'll fill this up for as much as you think you're going to use the toilet. So obviously if you're only away for a weekend, I'd probably only put a litre or so in it, but obviously if you're staying away for 2 weeks, I'll probably fill it up. Right. And it's all dependent on how much you use your toilet. Right. So it's pink liquid and water in the top.
And there's a measure on the bottle, yeah?
Yeah. It's not an exact science of it. All it is, it's a nice smelling liquid that when you flush it.
Right, so where do you put your water for your toilet?
Yeah.
Is coming from there.
All in the top, you tip it in. What I tend to use, you can either use like a watering can, or I carry like a big squash bottle with me, and literally just tip it in like that. But you will need something to tip it in, because you try picking up one of them Aperols and tipping water into there, you'll get most of it on the floor rather.
So you do that once you're on site?
Yeah, once you're on site, once you get
You wouldn't do it as travelling?
No, you can travel with a bit in the tank. The thing is, if you travel with that full, there is a chance of it sloshing out internally, and if it does get on the carpets or anything, it will stain the carpet, so you just have to be careful. Be sensible with it as such. But below is your lovely toilet cassette. There we go, success.
I thought it was one of them multi things before it comes back. It's that.
That's the clean water. The waste master sits there. We get that with it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Right, yeah.
So if the toilet's open inside, it doesn't release the cassette.
Doesn't it?
No.
So your door's got to be shut inside?
Yeah, it's got to be shut inside so it lets you out.
The toilet lid, you mean?
There's like a gate which opens the toilet so it can drop into this cassette.
Right.
But I'll show you that inside. So this is obviously where all the goodies out the toilet goes.
Yeah.
It all goes in here. It is on a trolley dolly, so you can take yourself off to the toilet to go and empty it.
Give it a walk in the morning.
Wouldn't recommend trying to take it through an airport though. You'd probably get some funny looks.
I won't swear.
For your cassette, unscrews there. So this is how you fill it and also how you empty it. So when it comes to filling it, it's the blue liquid in here and the spot of water. All the blue liquid does is start breaking down all the nasties in here and it neutralises all the odour.
Hold on, let's get this right then. So this one, you pour your pink in.
Yeah.
One measurement per.
Yeah, depending. All the dilutions are on the bottles.
Right, so
that's
like,
on the bottles.
You pour that in, and that's just like the blue stuff you put in your own toilet.
Well, yeah, all this is just what flushes the toilet.
Right, once you press the handle.
Yeah. So when you press the button on top of your toilet,
that's a system then.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Right. So then the bottom half, this baby, you put a bit of the blue stuff in.
Yeah.
And then that chemical reaction, when it all drops in there, the crap.
Yeah. We can say crap. It's all right.
And you put the crap in there. It fills into there.
Yeah.
Now that, in my previous experience, I would get rid of that say on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's
There's
still the same.
There's a little marker, there's a little light inside which will light up to let you know when this needs emptying.
Yeah.
So you can either do it every day or as and when it's needed. There's no real. You'll find
Depending
with the
on
blue
the
liquid in that it does neutralise all the odours, so there's no smell to it as such. But
Depending
everything
on
just goes
usage.
proper. Yeah, yeah.
And that's where you tip it out from as well.
Yeah, yeah. So when it comes to filling it, there is a slight measuring cup on there for the dilutions, but again, it's not an exact science. It's just a good slug of the blue liquid in there.
Just a slug in there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then fill with water.
No,
No.
just a spot of
Just a
water in it.
spot.
All it is just some extra liquid that just helps break everything down as such. So when it comes to emptying it, all you do is take it to the trap where you need emptying,
Peg on.
unscrew your tap. Yeah, well, it's not too bad, but it's not the nicest. Don't, whatever you do, put this on the wall where you're going to lean in to empty it, because if you knock this in with your arm,
Yeah,
I don't want to go in that hole and go in there, and the campsite owner ain't going to be too happy because someone will have to go in and rescue it. So always put it on your foot by your floor, and then all you literally do is just tip it up and hold that button down at the back.
Right.
The button at the back's just an air release,
Yes.
and then everything will all empty out of there.
And that?
That's what opens and closes the gate when it's inside the toilet. So you've done it. The only bits you need to worry about is the screw cap and the air release on the back there.
Okay.
So it's just as simple as that.
Okie doke.
And then obviously you can set then just nicely slides in, and then just make sure that handle's pushed down in there so it's
Right,
locked
so
in.
it's locking. So Waste Master, that is the Waste Master.
No.
Well, no, this is just your toilet. So this section here is just for your toilet.
Right.
Where my bucket is for all your sinks, the showers.
Yeah, right.
So that's where all
Which
your...
is round the other side.
Yeah,
Right.
for
yeah.
now.
So wastewater, toilet. So all this unit here is just for the toilet waste.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll come around the back. On the back end, so you've got your two lovely rear legs on the back. They have got the fantastic guides,
Right.
so it's easier than getting underneath the van and looking where the leg is. You can literally just slide your leg winder up that pipe and it'll roughly slot straight onto
We've
the
ordered
nut
one
on the
to put on a drill.
end. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's what we use here, and it's a damn sight easier. It's a lot quicker. And then obviously your handles on the back and your lights. There's not much too exciting on the back end.
And these are just for really sighting, are they, the handles, obviously?
Yeah, the handles are designed for if you ever need to push or pull it, that's what you push and pull off, because you find if you push on here or on the side here, you can crack the plastic, so you have to use the handles when you're pushing and pulling it around. Okay,
Yeah.
so next one down. So we've got your lovely cupboard underneath your bed. So it's like a dual access cupboard. Your bed obviously does lift up inside, so you can access it internally. You can also access it externally as
You
well.
being the expert, where would you put your gazebo thing?
Always in the middle between the axles when you're travelling.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want anything heavy on either the arse end or the front end of the van when you're travelling.
That's right.
It will affect the way that the caravan
So we're
tows.
talking in here, fold up table, fold up chairs.
Yeah, anything light, anything light. Obviously, once you're on site, you can stick whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
But just for travelling, yeah, don't put anything heavy on the back end. Anything heavy wants to between the wheels, between the axle,
Okay.
in the middle.
Understood.
Okay.
Little man's just stuck his head round the back of the other caravan and grinned at me.
They're quite strange. Yeah, bless them.
Laugh at you all the time.
So, tyres. 63 psi for your tyres. That's on the door here for you. And for the wheel nuts is 115 newton meters.
Right. And is that written down anywhere?
Yeah, that's in the book as well. The tyre pressure's on the door, and the
Of course it is.
newton meters is inside your book, in your manual. I'll show you your manual anyway. Main importance is checking your wheels and tyres before every journey, before you set off. For your wheel nuts, they've been done in the PDI, checked 3 times. I'll do them again for you today, but from today onwards it's down to yourselves to be checking them before you set off on the journey. Main thing being, caravans are left unattended for quite a long period of time. You don't know if anyone's been fiddling with your wheels. And believe me, for your own peace of mind and safety, something that takes 30 seconds, yeah, it can save you a fortune. If you lose a wheel and it hits the deck, it's not far off a write. So you do need to be checking that.
When you tyre pressure check, have you got a zapper thing to put that on, or?
No, you haven't. You can just use. You can get the little
We've
metal
got
ones
the-
from Halfords and that, or
And don't forget, we've got the one in the Audi that
yeah,
plugs into the bag lighter.
yeah, any of that. It is. Believe me, something that takes 30 seconds. You can check.
You used to be able to get, when I was coming to, there's a little like pen thing.
Yeah. You can still get them at Halfords.
Can you?
Yeah, you can still
It's
buy
so
them.
handy.
Right. We may sell them here as well, so I didn't say Halfords.
We've got to go around the shop anyway.
Yeah. Well, we sell them here at Salop, hopefully. So, for your wheel nuts, If you've got a torque wrench, perfect. If not, just use your wheel wrench in the front there and just make sure your wheel nuts are tight. That's the main thing of that. Okay, so before I get shot anymore, I'll show you your door. Now, if you've got any little uns or you've got any people that like a drink, just do show them that to release the door they have to pull that handle. Because what you'll find is, especially if they've had a few bevies and they just rag your door, they'll either snap this catch here or snap the one at the top. So you do just need to show them to release the door is just pull that lever and that releases it out.
Okay.
And then obviously you've got the barn style door so it does separate as well.
Is that just a blind?
Yeah, and then just a blind on there.
Is it double glazed?
Yeah,
Have you got a caravan?
Did, not any longer. Yeah. Sadly, I got divorced, so the caravan disappeared in the divorce. Less said about that, the better. That's fine. I didn't swear about the wife, ex-wife. So well done, where are you running off to?
Oh, sorry, I'm going in there.
So.
Oh, what, another cupboard?
Yeah, so this is what they call the wet cupboard.
Right.
So what it is in there, you can store your dirty walking boots, I don't know, a wet dog's towel, anything that you want. You can store whatever you like in there. The other thing as well you've got in there is an external 240 socket in there.
Right.
So if you ever want some power and things in your awning, rather than running a cable through your window, you can simply just plug into your socket. But obviously, for that socket to be live, you need to be plugged into the mains. So you need to be plugged into the 240. Okay. And then, last but not least, external
Barbecue.
So, I'll have a look in your pack. I haven't seen it yet, but there may be the brass fitting which goes up into here, which releases this. If not, we do sell them in the shop. I'll have a look to see if there's one in there. Yeah, and all you need to do then is just the rubber hose that goes to your barbecue. You attach this fitting on the end, and then simply clip the fitting into there, and that will release that tap so you can open the gas up. And then all that's doing is using the gas from your gas bottles on the side. Okay. And that's about it on the outside. Happy with everything?
Smelted, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. While we're here, I will just show you. Light switch here by the door does your awning light, your external awning light. So that's just the switch there for you.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions on the outside?
What, the awning light?
Yeah.
And internal light?
No, that's the awning
No,
light.
that's just the awning light.
Just the
yeah,
So you've
just
got
the
some
awning
light in the awning.
That's all, yeah, so you've got some external light as well.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Right, go on then, jump in.
Right, go in now, can I?
Yeah, go on, jump in. Oh. Ladies first.
Thank you.
Or ladies
Oh, we said the Welsh were wrong. I was going to say something else then. He's salt, lad.
Yeah, she was born and bred. We won't close the roof. We did have it open because my colleague thought it'd be really funny to put the heating on flat 8 this morning. So when I got in here, it was rather hot. So I just opened the roof. I'll start underneath here first.
Right, get the missus get in there, mate, because she's the
Right, so underneath here, in the very top corner there, that's your water boiler. Okay? The little yellow tap, do you see the little yellow tap that's sitting flat by the blue pipework? That's your drain off tap. So when it comes to winter or in between holidays, you need to make sure that you're draining out the water system. So all you need to do is lift that yellow tap up, and that will drain all the contents of that boiler out and virtually all the water out the pipework. Virtually. But then you just need to go around your taps and obviously your shower head as well and just pull the last of the water out.
And then you
so you've got all the water.
by...
So to fill it up, all you do is just pop that tap back down, plug your water in, switch your water pump on, and then just simply pull the water through your taps.
Right.
As simple as that.
Water pump on being where?
I'll show you that in a sec.
You haven't shown
Yeah,
it?
no, I haven't shown you that bit.
It's only because I might forget.
Yeah. So in the very top corner over there are all your 12-volt fuses.
Right.
Quite hard to see, but they're in the box right at the very front there, that black box.
I see that.
There is the diagram inside your manual, so it lets you know which fuse is which. So if you're ever having electrical problems, that's one of the first protocols.
Do we get
we
any
need to
spare
check.
fuses or?
I don't know, I'll have a look in your pack. We'll have a look in the packs. So the other electrical powers, all down on the side here.
Right.
So you've got your 240 breakers,
Yeah.
and then also you've got 3 little switches down there. One's for the space heater.
Which is your room heater.
Space heater, yeah. And the other's for the water boiler.
Right.
And then the end one's for the battery charger. The only thing you can do any damage to in here is having this switched on with no water present.
Yeah.
So once I've demonstrated and everything, I will come and switch it off in here for you.
Right.
And as I say, that's the one and only thing you can do any damage to.
Right. So that's
just
when you want to
make
use just electric.
Yeah, just the electric. So always, before you switch that on, or when you finish your holiday, that's one of the first things when you're packing down, you want to make sure you switch that off. Because the problem is you'll get to a site, and what the first thing we do is the externals. So you've plugged in the electrics, and then you've spotted a couple that you know, so you're gas bagging away to them for half an hour, and within that time, that boiler's heating up and burnt the element out.
Right.
So you literally just get into a habit of switching off your water boiler and only switching it on when you've got the water pulled through the system.
When you've
So if we've got no hot water, we ain't switch that on,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, basically.
Right, and you said the space heater, Owen, is just, I know that's what it is,
Yeah.
but is that the sole heating in this van?
Yes, yeah, that does all your heating for the van. So it'll run on gas or electric. All it does, you can either just have it so that it's like a fire and the heat will literally just come out of it, or you can switch the fan on, and then what that does is circulate the hot air and blows it through the various vents around the van.
So
it will heat the whole van.
the fans will then extract the
Move it around.
move
Yeah,
the air
circulate
out.
all the hot air
Right,
around
so it
for
just
you.
isn't coming out of this grill.
Yeah.
It can come out.
Yeah,
of
it'll
this.
come out all the way around the van.
And your vent for this is outside.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, happy with everything in there?
Yeah.
Oh, last thing I didn't say, the blue box is your motor mover. So that's the computer for the motor mover.
Right.
which we
You
should-
are alright to store some things in there, but I certainly wouldn't crowd it, because you know anything electrical does need a bit of air to breathe, so you don't want to suffocate it as such. So.
Well, put a few odd tools in there, but nothing.
Yeah, you're alright with
Don't
bits and
stuff
bobs.
it full of
No,
loads or
don't
anything.
shove this
And
one
that other
full.
tank there, Owen.
Yep.
That one there. That's. So
Which one? This one in the very top corner,
no,
that's your hot water tank.
What's this one here?
So that's just the back of your battery locker. So the back of this one here is your 240 hookup, and then the back of this one is your battery locker.
Right.
That's all them ones are there.
Yeah.
Okay.